Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here, Vince the Anomaly, and today we are going to be covering arm triangle defense. We've been looking around the comments and we've seen it pop up a few times, so let's cover it. Before we start covering the defense, you guys know how I like to teach this stuff. We need to know the principles of why this choke works. Okay, so we get here into this arm triangle position. I'm getting ready to finish this on Shane. Notice right here, guys, his shoulder is being compressed right into the side of his neck, all right? So that carotid artery right here is getting cut off. At the same time, my arm and elbow on this side, my bicep, is crushing his neck and cutting off the other side. So when you finish this, your head needs to be down, chest to be flat to the mat, and I'm slowly inching out to the side, putting pressure until I get my tap, all right? What that does is when we're cutting off those carotid arteries, much like the rear naked choke, there's not any oxygen that's flowing up through that blood into the brain. So the brain's going to turn off, and this guy's going to either tap or he's going to go to sleep. So we got to make sure that we're creating space. Defensively, we need to create space either on this side or that side so that we can make sure that we're still getting oxygen to our brain. So let's take a look at some of the defensive positions. So the first layer of defense, guys, is to always make sure we don't get stuck in that bad position in the first place. All right, so those principles with the arm triangle, one arm needs to be isolated and squished up against my head and neck. I want to make sure that if Shane's in any position and he's starting to isolate my arm, let's say he has my back, he's switching his arm through, I feel, okay, I know, he's going for that arm triangle right now. Right here, it's even a little bit too late. So before that happens, I'm going to make sure that I get this arm free. I'm going to reach over my head and around Shane's face. So once he starts to apply the arm triangle, nothing happens, right? He doesn't have my arm isolated on this side. When my arm's stuck right here, this is where all the real problems happen. Now he's going to start to squish, I'm not getting any oxygen, and I need to tap. So just make sure as you're rolling and you feel your arm getting isolated like this, guys, always try to rip it around their head, and now we're a little bit safe. Now, granted, Shane's still on top in a very dominant position. He's in top side control, but I'd much rather be here than right here in threat of being submitted from this arm triangle. So always make sure, guys, to watch out. You feel arm getting isolated, one arm on this side, one arm on this side, rip it around the opponent's face, and make sure we're safe first. Now our second line of defense is when Shane's starting to lock up that arm triangle. Let's say he's isolated the arm, he's starting to flatten me out, I know what's coming, I've kind of reacted too late. I wasn't able to get my arm around his face, so what do we do from there? Alright, so Shane's locking this up, and he's getting down, but I'm not completely flattened out yet, okay? I'm in a lot of trouble, but I'm not going to get finished any second here. So as this is going on, guys, what I like to do for arm triangle defense is I'm going to use this free hand here, and I'm going to make a nice C there, and I'm going to get under Shane's armpit. Okay, as I do that, I'm bringing my legs in so that I can buck my hips really high, okay? So I want to make a nice high bridge, and as I bridge, I'm bridging into Shane. I'm using this arm to create some space and push in this direction, and notice how his head moved and his whole body moved. As he moves, guys, we're going to throw our arm up and around. We really want to kind of drag our knuckles on the mat the best that we can so that I can get my arm away and free and out of Shane's arm triangle here. So Shane's starting to apply pressure. I'm going to move in and get my arm around, and now I'm safe. Okay, one more time. Shane's locking up this arm triangle. Okay, now I'm safe. Another option from that same kind of principle where we're starting to get in that trouble zone where Shane's just beginning to lock it up is when he gets down. What you can also do, if this guy has a lot of pressure, a lot of top pressure, and I can't buck him over, one of my options from here would be to create a nice S grip, around my knee, and I'm going to kick down with my leg. As I kick down, that's going to create some space. Okay, notice the space from Shane's forehead to the ground. So I'm going to kick down and rip my arm over. All right, one more time. Shane's starting to lock it up. I can't buck him over. Get my arm around. So let's say Shane gets us all the way down into the choke. It's deep. Shane's head is on the mat. His chest is on the ground. He's slowly starting to inch his way out to the side. Now this is our last line of defense, right? This is the last resort option. So if Shane gets us completely locked up and I feel the choke and I can't do anything, I can't use any of those previous moves we just did, okay, what I'm going to try to do now is just stall him out. Okay, I wouldn't advise going to this as your go-to. Again, this is the final resort sort of thing. So once Shane's choking me, he's inching his body out, I feel like choking hard. You can do one thing. My coach Ian Harris at Fight Science showed us this, just to kind of save yourself, create some time, is get your thumb, dig that right into the elbow,
and I'm going to try my best to turn my body over to the side. Okay, so Shane, get your head down and squeeze as much as you can. Okay, by doing this, guys, I'm creating a little frame to create some space right here on my neck, so I'm still able to get some oxygen to the brain. I'm not getting completely choked out. Okay, now when you're in this position, all you can really do is just stall Shane out. So if he feels like he's going to gas his arms, he may give up on this, he may bail on this move and start to work side control, whatever it is. Okay, but that's much better than getting tapped out, obviously. Now another option too, I've seen this as well, where you get down and I'm starting to get choked out. I can't hold on to this much longer. I'll grab my knee similar to before, and I'll try to use that to turn my body over and again create some space right here by the neck so I'm able to kind of stay free or not be able to get choked out here. And Shane, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Okay, I'm able to stay alive just for a few seconds there, and maybe Shane switches off to something else. So again, guys, whenever we're doing defensive stuff, we got to know the principles of why it works offensively. So make sure you know what's going on there. We're cutting off the carotid arteries on both sides. Defensively, I can't let that happen. So don't let Shane isolate an arm. Don't let the opponent isolate an arm. Always try to swim that arm around the head so you free up some space, or as a last resort, you can kind of use those two methods to stall your opponent out and just create enough space to breathe.
All right, guys, so the best case scenario is prevent it from happening. Once you're in a bad position, though, here are a couple of ways to escape the arm triangle choke. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane.
I'm Vince.
Fight tips for the underdogs.